不是武汉长江大桥怎么搞这
From the silent, empty markets of Dongguan to the desperate cries of delivery riders on the streets of Changsha, something is shifting deep within the fabric of society. It's a reality the official numbers just don't show. Factories are shutting down, youth unemployment is hitting record highs, and for millions of ordinary people, life has become a daily struggle for survival. We're seeing a society pushed to its absolute limit, where a single spark could lead to an explosion of unrest. What happens when hope runs out and the lifeline for the working class is stripped away? Today, we're looking at the raw stories of those fighting to stay afloat in an economy on the brink. Welcome to China Uncovered. Let's dive into the truth behind the headlines. I was just talking about the Wuhan Yangtze River Bridge. What's happening? Why are there so many police officers out here? The man mentioned he'd never seen anything like this at the bridge before. In such a tense environment, the pressure on everyday people is rising, and society currently feels just like a ticking pressure cooker ready to blow. Following nearly 3 years of constant economic decline, the entire society is basically on the edge of a crisis. Because of various social pressures, there are too many unresolved cases and nowhere to find justice. A mother is speaking out on the street for her daughter who died unfairly. Even if I sacrifice my life, I won't let my daughter leave without an explanation. Shortly after, a group of police officers took the mother away. On the night of December 22nd, online clips showed many delivery riders gathering on the streets of Changsha, honking their horns in protest. There were tons of police officers there and many bystanders watching, which made the whole scene quite chaotic. Why can't delivery drivers get in? Are they not even seen as human? Sources say the incident began when a residential complex blocked delivery drivers from riding bikes inside to drop off food, forcing them to walk instead. On top of that, the property management staff apparently said some pretty offensive things to them. A security guard at the complex even lay down in front of a rider's bike, claiming he was hit. The rider asked for an apology from management, but they refused. The property owners didn't back the delivery riders either. They sided with management in keeping the riders from entering the residential complex at all. The source mentioned hundreds of riders showed up, protesting from noon until midnight. Reports say most protesters that day were young delivery riders in their 20s, while over 100 police officers arrived. Since the police didn't hold the property staff accountable, the riders started angrily honking their horns while riding through the streets to protest. One rider noted that delivery work is incredibly tough now with so few orders, and some riders used the protest to vent their bottled-up frustrations. Late at night, the police cut the street lights and nearby building lights, then started forcefully clearing out the gathered delivery riders and the crowd of onlookers. In the footage, a massive crowd is seen quickly running away from the area. By 1 a.m., police began forcibly clearing the scene and detained 3 riders. Delivery workers are at the absolute bottom of society. Authorities constantly find ways to manage them, often seizing their electric bikes by claiming they don't meet vehicle standards. I'm unemployed and nobody cares. I have no home and nobody cares. I lack money for medical care and nobody cares. I'm so broke that I'm out on my electric bike delivering food until 2 a.m. You don't care if I even have enough to eat every day. Yet you suddenly care if I might get hit by a car on the road. Elderly care, healthcare, and education. Aren't all these things more vital than electric bikes? Why is the focus always on these scooters? It might seem minor to you, but for us, it's a lifeline and the fuel to keep going. Do you get it? The odds of a car hitting me are 1%, but without this bike, I'll starve 100%. The pressure for delivery riders is overwhelming. Every move they make is monitored by delivery apps. If a rider misses a deadline, the app often fines them or applies other penalties. Per the Wall Street Journal, 35-year-old rider Shui said he was once a barber back home, but the building where he worked was eventually torn down. After that, he took seasonal factory jobs, including one at an iPhone plant, before becoming a delivery rider. Now, he works 13 to 14 hours daily, 7 days a week without breaks. He usually eats dinner at midnight. He shares a cramped, dingy room with another rider. Schuer said his income goes toward debt and supporting his wife and child. He mentioned that doing such intense physical labor long-term is incredibly exhausting. If a better path opened up, he'd take it, but he hasn't found anything yet. The economic slump has made finding work even tougher. The youth unemployment rate is nearing 20%, which is a huge concern for the younger generation right now. More young people are starting their first jobs after graduation on delivery platforms instead of in office buildings. Data shows the number of ride-hailing drivers doubled in the 4 years leading to 2024, reaching 7.5 million. However, during that same time, ride-hailing orders only grew by about 60%. Competition has gotten so intense that the term involution has emerged in recent years. Because of the harsh living conditions and tight grip on speech, public anger remains unresolved. Some people have started taking their rage out on innocent bystanders. Now, folks feel they must be extra careful and avoid any risks. I personally feel like society has hit a breaking point. Just one small push and it'll explode. The new year is coming. So everyone, please don't cause trouble. The environment is so toxic this year. Everyone is stressed out. When we're out, we should try to be more patient and keep our tempers under control. Some people lost money in stocks, can't pay loans, or lost jobs, and they're full of bitterness. When this rage has nowhere to go, they might take it out on strangers. There are many reports of people being hit by cars lately. It's become way too common. We must remember to stay calm for the sake of happiness and positivity. Avoid arguing with others. We're all in the same boat, just struggling to survive. Not everyone can stay level-headed. You can share this video with family to remind them not to speak recklessly. A few days ago, I told a friend, don't get into fights because half the people on the street don't even want to live anymore. In November 2025, economic growth slowed as consumer spending dropped sharply. Both investment and real estate sectors were very weak. Retail sales growth hit its lowest point since the pandemic began. With the new year approaching, many migrant workers who can't find city jobs are heading home early. In major hubs like Shenzhen and Dongguan, many workers are stranded and sleeping on the streets. Mr. Wei, a young migrant worker, told reporters he had to return home in November from Dongguan because he lost his job. He explained that a lot of factories are either moving away or just shutting down completely. Wei confirmed there are many homeless people in Dongguan now. A migrant worker posted a video saying, "It's 2 a.m. at Dongguan East Station. It's freezing, the wind is howling, and I don't even have bus fare. I can't find work and have to sleep at the station. I really regret coming here. Life is hard." For decades, Dongguan was an industrial star and manufacturing hub. But due to global trade shifts, factories are moving to Southeast Asia. In December 2025, a blogger showed that the Hojia Chilean Park in Dongguan has no factories or workers left, and nearby shops are empty. It used to be packed with people. Also in December, a vlogger shared photos of unemployed people sleeping on Shenzhen's streets during a winter night. Many online are sharing their survival struggles, with some finding business nearly impossible. Today is Saturday, it's 9:43 a.m., and look at this row of shops. Not a single one is open for business. See that? No one is opening their doors all the way down the street. What kind of business can we even do? I think of myself as dedicated, but I just got to the shop. Business this December is honestly impossible. Every day, we just show up and wait. It's almost 10 o'clock, and still no one is open. Oh my gosh, this business is impossible. Today is Friday, 5:55 p.m., and look at my shop. Not even one table of guests. Today, I only made 200 renminbi. I want to know, is everyone in the catering industry struggling? Or is it just me? Is the whole industry doing okay, while I'm the only one failing? December is going to be a wash. Are many people leaving for the new year early? Look at this market. Usually around 3 p.m., it's packed. But today it's totally empty. It's completely deserted. You can see all the way to the end. Where did everyone go? Why is no one shopping? Some factory owners are going bankrupt. Look, they went bust, and these guys came to buy the equipment. This machine cost over 30,000 renminbi back then. But now nobody wants it, even for 4,000 renminbi. Also, for these goods, no one has come to negotiate yet. The offers are way too low. I don't know what to do. We have lost so much money. I'm stuck between wanting to sell and holding on. It's just so incredibly difficult. Some factory owners are crying out, saying their plants have no orders and they can't pay their staff. There is no work. If I quit now, everyone knows I have a factory. But if I stay, I just can't take it anymore. I haven't had work in 2 months, and I'm at my limit. I still have to pay rent and wages. If I quit, I won't survive either. Oh, it's so hard. My factory has no work. How do I pay my people? How do I cover the rent? My God, what should I do? It's a desperate situation. A young person in debt says things are tough, but insists on hanging on. I'm 400,000 renminbi in debt and finally saw some hope, but my family just called saying my father is sick again. I feel totally powerless. Life likes to play jokes on people. It's like when it rains, it pours. Doesn't life give us a break? I don't know what to do, but life. You won't beat me. I'll get back up. I definitely will. A young mother is even struggling to afford milk powder. Sisters, what level of poverty are you at? Let me show you my situation. My baby hasn't had milk powder for a month. We drink the cheapest milk instead. Look at our fridge. This is my life. It's just getting worse and worse. Life is full of unexpected turns. Some people have seen their homes burn down. One reason is faulty fire equipment. But no one takes responsibility. The property I worked 10 years to buy was suddenly destroyed, and now I'm back at square one again. Today, I visited 4 government offices, and they all refused to take responsibility. I just want to know why the hydrant near me had no water. Look, at the critical moment of the fire, the hydrant was completely dry. One person posted about their struggle to pay rent. I was just eating when the landlady came by for the money. I couldn't even finish my pancake. Every year around this time, I start panicking about the rent. I still haven't raised enough. I put my son in a private high school, and now I really regret that. Tuition is tens of thousands a year. Business is so rough now. Money is hard to earn, and I don't even want to eat. I'm out of cash. New Year is coming and I can't go home. Going back costs so much for rent and school. Thinking about it is just too stressful. The sky is falling, sisters. Yesterday, I checked my credit account. My limit is down to 500. I always thought this was my safety net. Even without cash, I thought I'd be okay as long as I had credit. I thought I could manage. But yesterday, I saw that safety net was gone. Today, I paid 200 renminbi for power, leaving only 6 RMB left. 6 RMB, sisters. I'm a woman in my 30s with a family and a kid, but I only have 6 RMB in my pocket. At that moment, I wondered how life got this hard. A woman said she was so poor she had only a few yuan left, and she never asked her family for money. I'm 28 now and worked until October when I was laid off. I don't know what to do. I've been unemployed for 2 months and haven't saved anything over the years. Now, I'm not sure if anyone can show me a way out. In December, official data showed the urban unemployment rate was 5.1%. The registered labor force unemployment was 5.3%, and for migrant workers, it was 4.7%. Economists recently stated that these surveyed rates are based on questionnaires done during work hours, so people not at work aren't even counted. Thus, the survey doesn't truly reflect reality. With deflation increasing, real unemployment stays high. You see it now, right? I graduated and can't find work, so I had to go back to farming. I can't buy a car or property now. Every day, I wake up to plow the fields. There's no pressure and no motivation. It's ridiculous. This December, all my friends on social media are getting laid off. Unemployed youth return home. To my unemployed friends, let me share my experience of moving back home. This is the 3rd day since I returned, and my mom is already annoyed with me. She keeps nagging me to get up in the morning. Even if there's nothing to do, I still can't sleep anyway. It's really painful. Many companies can't pay wages now. Some companies can't pay wages, including certain large enterprises. Can you believe it? Today, I met a friend who works at one. His credit is terrible, and his wages aren't paid on time, leading to an unstable family income. Their financial situation is poor. I just want to know what's going on when firms can't pay workers. Keeping order in rural areas has become a massive problem. Authorities are now deeply concerned about the potential for widespread social unrest as the economic situation continues to worsen.